Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Mike, kick.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
Forward.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Texans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And it's caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Come on, Zach.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, Jackson. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll dump this off to Cook. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On third down, Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through.
Charles, that is just flat unbelievable. Justin Tucker just broke his old NFL record of 66 yards. I never thought there would be a kick even further than that, but he's done it again, CD.
And you are the wordsmith of our duo, but I'm not sure either of us has the vocabulary to describe what we see from Justin Tucker. And I'll guarantee you this, from the moment he made the 66-yarder, he dreamed of this kick right here to break his own record. Whatever adjectives you want to put with it, it's not nearly enough. Justin Tucker is the man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Red, yellow, black ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Odafe Owe picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them lead up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now Dobbins again on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To throw is Jackson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
They find some open field here. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
75 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jackson to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it
or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They give that extra energy from them.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe two. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Texans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On the ball.
They run it again with Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. The 30. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And in for a touchdown now. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.